No, 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 no. You know, I was just thinking about something, especially when I film my main channel videos. I love how our, I don't want to say fandom name because I'm not famous, but our it our name for you, like my name for the subscribers, we're called the friends. So when I say hey friends, that's you guys, obviously. Uh, like, well, duh. But in today's video, we are going to be look checking out an urban legend about a woman who is disturbed by reports of a crazy person on the loose and the lights flickering in her upstairs bedroom. Well, this has got to be good. This has got to be good. A few years ago, there was a lady who lived near a mental hospital. You know, just an just you know just an idea. When you're trying to look for a house, I don't care if you have to be homeless somewhere else. Please do not move by a mental hospital, especially whenever this story takes place. Just don't. One night, she was at home watching TV, waiting for a phone call from her brother. He was flying into town to meet her and was going to call when his plane landed. It was a very stormy night. Suddenly, the television program was interrupted by a news bulletin. The newsreader said that a crazy woman had escaped from the local mental hospital. Oh, and it's a woman. I don't know why I'm kind of biased. I don't know why I assumed it was a dude, but it just feel this did feel like a dude type of thing. But no, it's a woman. So let's go. The doctor said the blah. Caleb can't speak. I need shirts that say that. I really do. The doctor said that the crazy woman was very dangerous. She had killed 12 people before she had been caught and sent to the mental institution. So she's crazy and a murderer. Cool. They also said she was obsessive compulsive and was obsessed with light switches. Okay, so difference between crazy bitch and me. First of all, I have crazy bitch has OCD. I have OCD. She's a murderer. I would never kill anybody. So that's, and I'm not obsessed with light switches. Like there's like with my OCD, there's like certain things that have to be done a certain way, or they have to do it a certain way, or have to do it but I would never like anyone. And I'm not obsessed with light switches, like I said. The woman was distracted by her phone ringing. It was her neighbor from across the street. He told her that her upstairs lights in one window kept flickering on and off. Uh-oh. The lady thanked him for letting her know and hung up the phone. She thought it was probably just an electrical problem. Okay. You Dumbo. You literally just saw a fucking news bulletin about a person who escaped from the mental hospital who is a murderer, and they are obsessed with light switches. And now you your neighbor has called you because you are seeing flickering lights, and you're like, What? Wait, what? Yeah, I can tell this person's white. This person. But she decided to go upstairs and check. Again, white people. In the darkened hallway, through the crack under the door, she saw that the lights in one bedroom were indeed flickering on and off. Gripping the door handle, she opened it cautiously. The room was empty. The fan in the room was on, and it was blowing, a coat hanging beside it. The coat kept knocking the light switch on and off. Relieved, the lady turned off the fan and went back downstairs. A few minutes later, there was a knock on her door. It was her neighbor again. He told her that the lights upstairs were still flickering on and off, but this time it was in a different window. Together they went upstairs to check it out. When she opened the door of the room, the lady found it empty. The lights were off. Her neighbor stepped into the room and began switching the lights on and off again and again. At this point, the lady decided that her neighbor must be imagining things, so she thanked him and escorted him downstairs. After he left, the phone started ringing. Her brother called to tell her he had arrived at the airport. "You don't need to pick me up," he said. "I'm getting a taxi. I'll be there in about half an hour." Then, on the line, she heard a raspy female voice say, "I'll see you soon." And that is how that story ends. So yeah, careful of flickering lights. Beware the flickering lights, and subscribe.